everybody, and welcome to the Lime Banana Podcast with Ben.
And Michael, and special guest today, Ben's brother, Alex. Wait a minute.
He said he'd make it. He said he'd make it and he's not here.
We postponed it twice. Wait.
Not twice. We didn't actually even postpone it. We planned it and then Alex couldn't make it.
It was postponed, and then I came around. You said he'll make it. He did make it.
Yeah, pretty much. Also, one more thing before we get into the podcast. Next week, there won't be one because I'll be in Perth. And yeah, that's pretty much why. But that's okay because the week after, we'll have like a longer podcast, maybe like 40 minutes or something.
Yeah, maybe something like that.
Yeah. So, Michael.
Yep.
What have you done since the last podcast, which is interesting enough to say in this podcast?
Well, you know, even though you and I have actually spoken a lot this week, I've tried to not talk to you a lot this week. Because a lot has actually kind of happened.
Yeah?
Big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Nearly got into an accident.
Okay, so, explain. I don't think I've heard the story at all. You just mentioned earlier you got into an accident.
Because I haven't been ready to tell the story.
Okay.
So I was in, my car, Great Wall, with my boys. With Sean, Dion, and another friend of ours, Jaden.
Okay.
We're all driving. Sean's sitting next to me while I'm driving. I'm the only one with like a manual license, so Dion has to sit in the back.
Yep.
And we're driving around, and we go to a giveaway sign. And it's that point of the day where you can't see it because the sun's in your eyes.
Yeah.
So I stop the car for like 3 seconds,
Yeah.
and I see this car turn. The car decides to speed up while I'm like driving around, and like she's going 90 k's an hour.
And it's like a 50 zone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nearly hits us, and at this moment we're thinking, stupid a-hole. But then we were thinking, because we accidentally drove past her again.
Oh.
Because we were just cruising around and listening to music, having a good time.
Oh, yeah.
And we go past her again. Her and everyone else in the car does this. They shake their head really slowly. So we decided to think of a plan. You know my round sunglasses.
Yeah.
You guys will see them if you like a Facebook page soon.
And if you're watching this on YouTube, possibly in like the picture it shows on the YouTube video.
Probably. Basically, they're pretty like hipster, I think.
Yeah.
I got them because they fit in like the little thing in the car that like you put your sunglasses in. Plus, they make me look like Ozzy Osbourne. So they also look like glasses a stereotypical blind person would wear. So the plan was, because they were on the hunt for us. We went past them like 5 times after this incident.
Wow.
They were looking for us, and every time we went past them, they would turn around and try and follow us. And I'd try and, take a turn that they wouldn't.
Yeah.
Kind of scary. So the plan was, we were going to... First plan, have you seen the movie Speed?
Yes.
Where, bomb on the bus, and if they go under, like, a certain speed, the bus would blow up?
Yeah.
Well, we joked about it and said that's what's happening to my car right now. Even though they were speeding, we were just joking about it. Another thing, because idiots kind of think that...
happening to whose car?
My car.
So you were going 50 kilometers an hour and not stopping?
No, I did stop.
Oh.
But we're just going to joke about it. We're joking about it in the car, Ben.
Oh, okay.
And another thing with my glasses looking like, a blind person's glasses.
Yeah.
We did a whole skit in the car about how I'm blind and it's been my lifelong dream to drive a car. So, Sean sitting next to me is my eyes. But he's not my ears because, incidentally, he's deaf. So, 50-50 equals 100.
Yeah.
I'm the 50 with my eyes. He is the other 50.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was pretty good. And then we laughed about that for like the whole night. Even at like 3 a.m. because we went out drinking. Mm-hmm. We still laughed about it. Every time someone would do the whole, hey Michael, check her out, I'd put my sunglasses on and be like, I can't, I'm blind. I made so many blind jokes that night. And every time I made a blind joke, Sean would say, what? What a good laughs. So Ben, what have you been up to?
Okay, so, wow, a lot has happened since the last podcast. So the last podcast, I was super duper excited about going to training for this job that I was pretty sure I was gonna get. Well, I did both the training sessions.
Congratulations, Ben, you got the job at Domino's.
You spoke too soon just then, Michael.
Oh, wait, what?
I didn't get the job at Domino's. Too many people was the excuse. It was an excuse! I don't actually know if it was or not, but hey, it might have been. But I don't think It was probably more of a, you're not good enough, but we're just going to say there's too many people just to make you feel not as bad as you would if you were told you weren't good enough.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. No, it probably is too many people. You know, Domino's is a big thing. And
It is.
Esperance, it's hard to get a job here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I got my job from a family friend. I couldn't get a job anywhere else.
Yeah. So, that was the start of the week. Well, no, that was really Saturday. Because we're recording this on Friday. Then, throughout this week, I've just been working pretty hard-ish, I'd say, on YouTube videos. So, I haven't been like a bum and doing nothing all week. I mean, I have been, spent a lot of time playing games, but I've done more. And then, yesterday, for me, so Thursday, I got a bicycle. And I've been riding that a bit, so that's pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah. And also, I'm now on 52 subscribers on YouTube, which is good.
Yeah, great. That's... Wait, 52.
52.
So, 52 people watch your video.
Oh, no. I get like 6 views on each video.
Ah, well...
If only all my subscribers were active, then I'd get more.
Yeah, I haven't actually subscribed to you yet.
Oh, yeah.
But...
Get out of my house. No, I'm joking.
Well, I find it weird watching you on the internet. Unless, I watched your Santa rap.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Ben Kerwin. This
Don't say my
episode...
last name. No, it's okay.
Or
They'll know my last name. I don't
actually
care.
sponsored by Ken Berwin.
Yeah, sponsored by Ken Brown. Look, you guys are going to figure out my last name eventually, so I might as well just...
Well, we could give you a fake last name.
I don't care.
We could bleep that out and just, work on a fake one.
I don't care.
Look on the thing on your left, Ben. What's on your left? Pick one object.
The first thing I saw was underwear.
Ben Anderson.
Ben Underwood.
So if we were revealing your last name.
Michael's last name...
My full name is Michael William John Brown Francis Johnson.
Francis is the last name. Wait, where does the last name start?
Gould. Gould Brown Francis Johnson. No, that's a joke.
Yeah,
I watched Deadpool and I have all my cousins'
yes.
last name is like Johnson, so I would make jokes because, Brown's the same colour as poo. So I never wanted to go around with the last name Brown.
Yeah.
And I get told off because I don't say my other last name, Gould, properly. It's meant to be Gould, not Gould. And it's not much of a difference.
Yeah. Now that we've got that done,
Yeah, story time.
let's cut straight in to...
I was going to work on a surprise for you before I came down, but, it's something Alex and I were talking about.
Okay.
So,
I know
the moment you told me that he wasn't coming down, I'm like, well, I don't need to do it now. I'll just do it next time.
Alright. So next
now-
time I got something to look forward to, or I don't know if that's really the right term to use. I don't know where it is.
I reckon you'll love it.
Okay. I hope it's something good. I hope
It is going to be good for you in the long run.
Okay.
I promise you, Ben.
Is
It
it-
is going to be great.
Is it a lifetime subscription to Movie World in the Gold Coast?
No, it's a lifetime subscription to views and
Subscribe.
the interested sex. Your face just dropped.
Wow.
Your brother and I were
Oh.
talking about it.
What, getting me a girlfriend?
No. This actually might do the opposite and push women away. You don't have to do it.
I don't. Okay, let's just
Next
get back to what I
time.
was gonna say. Okay,
You'll know.
so
Yeah. Hi.
our town has had quite the
We've been kind of interesting lately.
and not in a good way either. So first things first, we've got graffitiers around the town, graffitiing, and it's lame. It's really really lame.
Is it?
Yes, it is, Michael.
Is it? I kind of see it as art,
Look,
It is a form of art,
Look, no,
but-
some graffiti is art. When it looks cool, it's considered art, but not when it's just
But
somebody writing something with spray paint. So there was also arson. So somebody set a car on fire, which created a massive bushfire.
Wait, is that what happened?
Yeah. Well, that's what
Oh.
I heard. That's what my mum told me.
I haven't actually heard, obviously I have seen the smoke.
Yeah.
Lunchtime 2 days ago.
It was even ashes were falling from the sky as well at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was a bushfire. I don't know if it destroyed any houses or not, but
I think it did.
it did.
Because they had evacuation, were you listening to the radio? They had
No, I
big
don't listen to the
evacuations
radio.
going on. They said that, people were retreating to Esperance. If you want to defend your home, but if not, leave it. So I'm pretty sure there were some properties destroyed, but insurance.
The fire was still going, but it rained a bit yesterday, and this morning woke up, no smoke. So that's
Yeah, I think
pretty
it's
good.
been solved. I think
Yeah.
it's done.
So now it's time for the big news. So today was the first time in my life that I've ever seen a real life police roadblock.
Wait, serious?
Yeah, because there was a bus parked outside of a shopping centre, like the main shopping centre in Esperance. And this bus was a portable meth lab, so I have been told. And the guy in there covered himself with petrol and threatened to set himself on fire. Now, if you know anything about meth labs, if a fire starts in a meth lab, that shit's gonna explode.
How big will the explosion be, though? Because I live on the other side of town. So when you were like, hey, let's do the podcast tonight, I was like, he's gonna die.
Now, I don't think it wouldn't be a very big explosion.
No, probably not.
I mean...
Definitely not.
Firstly,
from where it was.
Yeah.
It would be good.
Where the bus was parked, it was like in kind of a clear area, so the worst it would have done maybe is the shockwave would have smashed some windows. And, like, obviously some of the shrapnel from the bus would have, if anybody was nearby, which they weren't because they were evacuated, might, like, injure someone. But other than that, I don't think it wasn't that dangerous. But Michael was saying that there wasn't much going on when he drove around.
Yeah, when I was coming here, I decided to investigate a bit. All the pubs are open, so
yeah,
everything's good.
Yeah, you know everything's good when the pubs are open.
Karaoke doesn't seem to be on tonight, though, so...
It's not on?
Oh, I drove down, there was no one singing.
Karaoke starts at 8:30, man.
Wait, what time is it now?
It's only 8:07, man!
Oh, well, never mind then.
We should go to karaoke after this.
Ben,
Yeah?
you know I can't, like, drive with alcohol in my system.
Don't have alcohol.
Then what's the point of going karaoke?
Most of the time when I've gone to karaoke, I haven't had alcohol. It's only recently that Alex offered to buy me a freaking Canadian Club Dry.
You've been drinking a lot, like
I really haven't been drinking a lot.
Ben.
The only time I really drink is at karaoke, which is once a week.
Once a week is a lot to drink.
I had 2 bottles of Canadian Club Dry.
Oh,
that's
Ben.
like the equivalent of like nearly only like a bit under 3 standard drinks.
Let's stop the podcast. Well, we can record it for like, listen on it later and I can figure out what the big issue is. But we need to talk about your drinking problem.
Really? I'm sorry, Michael.
Oh my god. Best thing is when you're like in the pub drinking and Mr. comes next to you and he's like, how you going, mate? I'm like, what are you doing here? And he's like, it's Thursday. I'm having a drink.
It's like, teachers are people
Teachers
too.
are people too, but it's weird.
Hashtag teachers are people too.
This was like quite recently after I turned 18, so I still wasn't used to drinking in public. Or drinking at all.
Yeah, when I first turned 18, I didn't drink much. I don't know, I was kind of against the whole thing of alcohol and stuff. Then I realized that it's real good fun getting drunk, and I love it, and I'm gonna drink all the drinks in the neighborhood.
Depends what you drink. If you drink wine, like passion pop, you're gonna cry.
Look, okay, so...
Why did he leave? Why doesn't anyone love me? I don't know if we talked about this on the podcast, but Ben goes to the pub with his passport.
We have mentioned it before. We mentioned it on the
night. Oh, Dion brought his birth certificate last weekend.
Okay. Did he get in?
Oh no, the bouncer just looked at it and like, get that away, just show me your ID. That is ID.
Like, you need photo ID.
But his license, something was expired.
Oh yeah. The great thing about passports in Australia is that it's still valid ID even up to 2 years after it expires, which is great for me because I don't have any other ID. I don't look that different.
You look like you're going to bomb the school.
I look like I have a growth on my head. Let's go to our regular topics that we have sorted out. Did you get an odd news topic?
I didn't because...
Okay, well that's fine because...
I actually generally just Google them on the spot. This man has been sending his ex-girlfriend the same text message every day for 3 years.
And what is that text message?
I don't know. I haven't opened the link yet.
Well...
I don't prepare for this.
It's probably clickbait. It's probably like...
No, it's nothing. Clickbait.
Clickbait.
How about... We don't have to do odd news. We can talk about clickbait.
Oh, clickbait. It's that thing that people detest, yet everyone still does it.
Everyone does it and everyone falls for it. You can lie and say, I don't fall for clickbait, but you do.
And it's not always you fall for it. Sometimes you want to click it because it looks like it's interesting. I guess that's falling for it.
Well, if you see, like, world's biggest hot dog.
Yeah.
And you, like, click on it.
And then it's like a regular hot dog.
Not really, yeah.
This one YouTuber is notorious for it. Lispy Jimmy, I'm going to name his name. Because who cares? So, this YouTuber called Lispy Jimmy, he makes like...
Found the odd news. You can continue, but I found the odd news.
Okay. So let's be Jimmy. He's like, I got GTA 6 early, and then in brackets, you will not believe this. And then a week later, incredible GTA 6 graphics, in brackets, you will not believe this. When the GTA 6 graphics is a graphic mod for like GTA 4 or GTA 5. It's stupid. But because Michael found the odd news...
I'm excited because it's actually making me smile. I'm excited to read it. I don't remember what the intro is, so it can be different every single time.
Okay, yeah, it can be different.
No, I think we'll work on jingles at some point.
I mean, I could just insert the intro from last podcast into this one.
Yeah, I think that would be better.
Alright.
Odd News with Michael. That's me. Hello everyone and welcome to Odd News with Michael. This is Michael here and Michael's about to read out Odd News. Michael's voice is presented by Michael.
Odd News! And that was Ben.
Odd News today. Fearsome T-Rex. I was going to say the full name of the T-Rex, but Tyrannosaurus Rex. I think I said it right. I'll just say T-Rex from now on. The fearsome T-Rex was a sensitive lover, says scientists.
Oh, well, that's great to know.
He may have been the most terrifying dinosaur ever to have walked the earth, but the fearsome T-Rex was apparently a sensitive lover.
A cold-blooded predator with a warm heart.
We could write that. Wait. This Odd News came out like recently. We could write. We could make a movie about a T-Rex being like, I just want to be loved.
Hey,
he's walking away, and all of those, like, you know, the less scarier dinosaurs are just like, you know, pterodactyls like, get away! And the T-Rex is like, no one loves me.
And then from a cave is a lady T-Rex. Her name is...
Or maybe we could, like...
Trinity. And she's like, hello, I'm also a T-Rex. I'm a lover like you.
But... you know, we could also get a lot of money because we could make them gay T-Rexes. And that's the thing. We could make one black.
Oh, I guess that's the thing these days. You gotta
you
gotta have like either somebody gay in the movie or black or white. You can't just have a male role. It has to be a male Hispanic role.
This is something I actually wanted to talk about. So, with the new Power Rangers movie, haven't seen it yet. Really neat. I actually might this weekend. Obviously, this part is fine with me. Originally, the Blue Ranger was white and the Black Ranger was African American. Nowadays, the Black Ranger is, I don't know what nationality, he's Asian.
Yeah.
And the Blue Ranger is African American. But the Blue Ranger's also got autism. And the Yellow Ranger is a Latino lesbian. I enjoy that. It's putting like nowadays things into it. But now they're talking about turning a classic Green Ranger into a female. So, I don't know, like, it's kind of weird how movies nowadays are like, we need to make it good for the culture.
Yeah.
Like, but I'm fine with it, because I do the whole, if the actor can do the role, it's fine. You know, Nick Fury in comic books was originally white, and now Samuel Jackson, you can't think of anyone else doing the role.
If you think of it this way, though, 20 years from now, Spider-Man's gonna be a woman, an Indian woman with blonde hair.
Doubt it, because they have Spider-Woman.
The Spider-Woman's a thing?
Yeah, Spider-Woman's a thing. And then actually in the comic book, Spider-Man dies and gets replaced by an African-American.
Oh, okay, so they had...
But now they're both alive, so now we have, you know, an African-American Spider-Man and Peter Parker. His name's like Miles Morales? I don't know. By the way, I need to apologize. Speaking of not being able to pronounce names right. Fantastic Beasts last week. I said Newt. It's Newt. Newt Scamander. I'm so sorry, everyone. I had a friend text me, you effed up. I had to. I couldn't live with myself. I've been thinking about it all week. I was dropping my brother off at high school because he still goes to school. Yeah. He gets out of the car and he's like, go. I'm like, why? He's like, just go. And I'm just asking why. And then all these kids come up to me and they're like, hey, Byron, don't tell me your brother is the guy who says Newt instead of Newt. And I had to spear it away.
Are you sure? That podcast got 4 plays.
Yeah, you say 4 plays, yet, you know, they were all gathered together in the library listening to it. The teachers were like, oh, I wonder what these kids are doing.
Like, put it on for like a whole single period. I mean, it's a 26-minute long video podcast. So they should have done that. If you're a teacher and watching this, show it to your class.
Guess what, Ben?
What, Michael?
I got news today from my brother. His teacher is one of our favourite teachers.
Who?
Miss
Awesome.
And she's going to stop teaching this year. Let's be real though, she's been teaching for ages. She's still going to be working at the school. She's going to be like a substitute.
Mm-hmm.
I could be wrong. My brother could just be dribbling poo. I swear a lot, guys. I'm just letting you know. But
yeah, look, this is very clean podcast. I don't swear a bit as well.
I don't consider us,
We're not like
super clean. I like to consider ourselves M-rated.
We're Australian, but me personally, I don't use the word a lot. Michael just looked at me weirdly for saying it.
Because
that kind of
I never hear Ben swear. But that's my favourite word. I say it, it's going to be beeped out, but I say it a certain way that's like, I love saying it.
Fair enough. So, there's no direct link to what Michael was just saying to the next topic, but gaming news.
Ben felt bad that I had my own segment and he wanted his own.
I didn't really feel bad. I just wanted my own segment because, I want to have like equal talk time as Michael. Because as a comment in that my brother did on Facebook, it's like, hey, check out Michael's podcast. Oh, and Ben is also in it.
I think I am the star of the show. I have my flaws, but I have a lot of pride. Oh, did you play Injustice?
Never played Injustice.
I love Injustice.
So this is just a very quick, brief, whatever. I'll include the links to both the news documents, news articles in the description of the SoundCloud or the YouTube. I did it. I do it all the time. If there's links, you know that. Anyway, so the Project Scorpio, which is the new it's like the PS4 Pro comparison to the Xbox One, and it's going to make Xbox One and 360 games better. Lots of games will benefit from the beefier hardware. So pretty much they've just put a cow in the console to make it beefier. Sorry, that was very lame. According to Eurogamer, Project Scorpio is compatible with it's 100% compatible with all Xbox One games, as well as the 360 titles that are supported, and that's pretty self-explanatory. Yeah, so I think it's going to have pretty much a similar effect that the PS4 Pro has with PS4 games, that kind of thing. So yeah, there's some gaming news for you.
Cheers!
So let me just have a chat about bike riding. I was Googling, I looked up if bike riding is good for fitness the other day, and it said yes, pretty much, and just briefly, it said yes. So, what I did is I sorted out a route that's 15 kilometers that I ride every day now.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like to jog 5 kilometers a night. But, I'll race you next time you decide to ride your bike.
Jogging versus bike riding or a bike race.
That will make for a good video.
That would make for a good video.
While we eat the board at Macca's.
Board?
Every single item at McDonald's.
Oh. So we're racing on bikes.
Well, no, I'm running.
So Michael's running, I'm riding a bike, while we're both eating everything from McDonald's.
Well, actually, everything that's classic at Mac,
like your Big Mac, your Quarter Pounder, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Look, it's hard enough. That would make me feel sick.
Well, a radio show I had listened to.
Yeah.
Hamish and Andy.
Mm-hmm. I've heard of them.
Love them. Of course you have. They planned it all of last week. And Monday, they attempted to eat the board. 22 items and I think some other things. And I was like, easy. Ben and I could do that. Probably not anytime soon.
We should actually make that a video. Maybe for the big 10 episode mark. We do some eating contest.
I reckon we could eat everything because you don't have to eat every single thing like small chips, regular chips, large chips. You just have to, say you've had it. But I reckon we could, what place hasn't been done? We could eat every single pizza at Domino's.
Okay, so I get full of one pizza.
Or, what I reckon would be easy?
Every single packet of chips at Woolies.
I reckon what would be easy.
Yeah.
But also challenging because, I don't know about you, but I don't really eat a lot unless if it's been a big day. So if we're planning a podcast, I probably won't be eating that day.
Mm.
So I probably would be hungry. We could try eating everything at Red Rooster.
Yeah, because I don't have a massive menu. But when it comes to the whole chicken...
No, we don't... Wait, would we have to eat a whole chicken?
I mean, Red Rooster does deliveries, so we could just get it delivered here for filming.
But, we don't need to get every single order on the thing. We'll just need to get... Well, another thing that Hamish and Andy did is they cut out wraps and salad, because...
Who eats wraps and salad?
Well, that's not a part of the classic menu.
Yeah.
But with Red Rooster, the classic menu is just chicken and strips and chips and
Burgers.
cheeseburgers. Oh, I haven't had Red Rooster in ages.
I actually like their chicken burgers. They're really nice. Like the crispy chicken burgers. Classic. Whatever. They're really nice.
Let's talk about something very quickly. I have a title.
Yes?
Would you like to know what that title is, Ben?
What is that title?
Three
Something from
years
school.
ago, I had left my job at Red Rooster from working there for 4 years because it was my school job. At a brief period of time, we did certificates every month.
Yes.
I am Burger Bar Superstar.
Yes, I remember. You brought them into school once.
So for one of our things we had to do, we had to show that we could make a resume and cover letter. Yeah. So we're ready to get a job outside of school, apply, that sort of thing. And you need to put, certificates in and stuff. So knowing that this isn't a proper interview, I decided to put my Red Rooster certificates in.
Yeah.
Were you there when our teacher opened the book and saw the Burger Bar Superstar? She got a magnet, put it on the board and said, "Look."
I don't really remember that, no. I didn't have many certificates myself that day. Because Michael and I were in the same English, maths, AIT, and private study classes in school.
We were actually in most classes.
Yeah. We'd always be told, or more me, be told to shut up. Because me and Michael would always talk to each other in maths.
I like to think, you and I used to be somewhat closer to the teachers than other students. Both of the photography teachers, I enjoy them. I always seem to walk into one. Looks like David Tennant. Doesn't sound like David Tennant. Yeah.
He looks a bit like Tennant. I wouldn't...
Yeah, the joke's a bit too much. He's got a bit of a beard now. Anyway, he's very sarcastic and stuff.
Yeah.
He's that sort of funny teacher. He's more of a mate. He told me that he hated one of our he really didn't like Bear Grylls. He was he walks in and a student comes in late and is like, "Where were you?" He's like, "Oh, Bear Grylls was holding me back." And he's like, "I can't stand Bear Grylls. He doesn't understand."
So, obviously, if you people were wondering, Bear Grylls is just a code name for one of our teachers.
He used to, we'll call him Dridge. Dridge and I used to, occasionally have jokes together because I don't get offended, he doesn't get offended, and we like making offensive jokes.
Yeah.
I forgot what nickname I gave him, and then out of the blue he calls me Michael Brown Eye. My last name's Brown, by the way. Oh no, we already said that. Oh well, I'll say it again. Brown. Brown Eye is...
Just in case you didn't hear it a second ago.
It's what he used to call me.
Did you know I still had that cup that had the Fanta in it in here, not washed? I just got it out.
Gross.
I just got it out today.
Oh, Ben. That was a fortnight ago.
Yeah, it was. That's weird. This has already been going.
This is
4
a month.
weeks.
A month. Happy month.
Happy month. That means it's a month since me, you, and Malachi filled up a 2-litre bottle of water.
I kind of feel like he needs to be a guest.
Malachi has to be a guest.
But
even a temporary host if one of us are away.
I think there'll be a lot of bleeping.
Yeah, Malachi does swear a lot. I think that's going to end the podcast. What do you think, Michael?
Yeah, I can't really think of anything to do. We have best out of 3, but I haven't really done many bad things this week.
I mean, we already said our week pretty much at the start.
Yeah, we've talked a lot.
We have. So, yeah, this was the Lime Banana Podcast, episode 4. No podcast next week, just remember that.
Follow us on Facebook. We now have a Facebook page. Subscribe to both YouTube and SoundCloud, and hopefully one day we could get onto the iTunes, because that's where it mainly is. How about this, Ben?
What?
We will eat the board somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
If we'll talk about what goal we want to reach, and we will eat the board with a camera. But we'll also obviously do the podcast version.
Well, we'll eat it with a knife and fork and record it with a camera.
Well, depending on what we eat, because I don't want to eat McDonald's with a knife and fork.
Oh yeah,
I'm excited. I actually just want to eat.
Let's eat. Oh no.
Well,
in a while.
We'll plan it for later. Anyway, thank you for listening. I would say watching, but there's no video.
Thank you for watching the still picture if you're listening to this on YouTube. Although if you're listening to this on YouTube, you might have just clicked away and done something else whilst listening. Who knows?
And always remember to read the health warning on your keyboard before you start up your computer. Alright, thank you guys.
Bye-bye.
Beep.